seconds left in the first half of basketball. Launches a three and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the first half.
Well, I'm with Eric.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. Number one, we've done really well in limiting our turnovers. The last thing we want to do is give them extra possessions, and so far, we haven't. I will say this for us. We were well balanced in general with our offense and defense. There wasn't a drop-off in energy at one end of the court or the other. That was good. All right, let's break out the pick and roll on these guys. That's going to be the go-to play for us in the second half. As reliable a move as there is. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Freak really making a difference here.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
Checking out the group for David Black to start the second half. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Kevin Love out there with Smith. Then there's Irving. And it's Zeller in at the 5, roaming the paint. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets got down to business. He dropped a cool 33 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. It was a matchup that he took over, and he seemed to be able to do whatever he wanted out there. We'll see if he can sustain it, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds. And let's run down for you the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. 5th on the list, Kyrie Irving.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooting.
No doubt about it. And being as accurate from three-point land as these guys are makes them that much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting.
Miami no good on that time either.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Freak. He's got 18.
Stick it too much.
5 to shoot. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Heat schedule, this is how they stack up in the league stats. 9th in blocks, 10th in fast break points. And as far as fewest turnovers per game, not a strong suit. They've struggled here. Top 20 in the league. Those numbers.
And going back to their block shots, they're fearless, challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few posters, but I love that willingness to take a stand defensively.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Alexander, and it's Tony Roten in for Vaughn. Here's Freak. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Freak's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
There's Dragic with the 3, and again, it's the Heat missing.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
They now take the lead. And now a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Darren Collison, he's checked in for the Heat. And Cleveland also making a change. Mozgov, he's checked in for Zeller. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call.
It's a different look for Miami. Alexander comes in for Olynyk. And it's Harrison in for Winslow. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Smart. He's right around 5 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And frankly, I think he can play better, guys. I mean, even he would have to admit to that.
Yeah, realistically, he's going to have to step it up. I mean, that's the reality. Or he's going to start to lose those minutes.
As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Cleveland. They've got their eye on the number 1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And checking out Miami. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And you know, for the Heat, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
Roden kicks to Collison. Tries a 3. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Roden.
And he answers right back with a 3 of his own.
Watch out now, Suki. We got a duel shaping up right here. This could be mano-mano for a little while.
Fires the 3. Missed. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Cleveland ahead as they wrap up the 3rd quarter. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Cavaliers leading by 6. They've got Winslow. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Alexander. Then there's Dragic, and it's Vaughn in a shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And Dragic has it in the corner, and right through it goes. Dragic has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Heat. Freak with it. Mozgov kicks to Freak. From outside, off the mark. Here's Vaughn, outside Dragic. Dragic with another miss. Freak. It's offline from half court.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Dragic the pass to Vaughn. Dishes to Olynyk. There's the pass to Dragic. Here's Vaughn, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 4th assist in this one. The feed to Freak. For 3. But they'll get another chance. From deep, that's good. Freak's got 15 points in just the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! Dragic against Irving. Pass to Vaughn. Three-pointer. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
They double in with Freak. Vaughn, the pass to Winslow. And he uses the glass on the layup. Winslow's got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Dragic with it. He's picked up by Irving. Passes it to Alexander. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And Dragic has it in the corner. And the dunk by Olynyk.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, G8, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Cleveland leading by 5. Freak. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Dragic kicks to Winslow. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
That's good.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Alexander passes to Winslow. That is good, and the Cavaliers lead that back down to 5 points in the make from Dragic.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. The Heat making a switch here. Collison's out there. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Cleveland.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. With some arc. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Vaughn.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And another miss by Cleveland. The Heat have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. That's good.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
The 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Collison dishes to Olynyk. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them. Slipped right out of their hand.
They are on the ropes, and it is time to put them away. Freak, we're putting it in your hands. Deliver the knockout blow. Let's finish this and get out of here with the W.
Collison kicks to McRoberts. From past the arc. Collison, no good. Now here's Freak. Pulls it up. Nails it.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems.
Hey, all right now. What's up, girl?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. No matter what they threw at him during the second half.
A lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight, and they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CS.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan,